Good morning, YouTube. How we doing? PPS back here. It is past the Prop Monday edition. 25th of July already, man. This is flying. We're already almost into the August for MLB. Obviously, it's going to be crazy. A lot of runs scored, obviously, in the heat. A lot of fun races. Joined by Monotone Football, as always. How you doing, my man?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Had a nice weekend off, a little bit of time to recalibrate, but yeah, ready to kind of kill the slate, Nothing better than coming in completely, clear head, didn't lose any bets yesterday, nothing crazy like that, just ready to come in and kill it this week. And it's a great slate, so I'm feeling good.
Yeah, a lot of this one. I think there's a lot more chalk than I think we've seen in a while, right?
Yeah.
We have a lot of these good teams facing bad pitchers today. So I think Jay is definitely right. Good morning, guys. Today is a good day for hits. I think that's definitely the way to go with it. I'm on 1 under, 1 over. I'm not even on any props yet today. And just looking at the lines there, we got Turbo in here. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Make sure you smash that like button. We got 17 of y'all in here in the first minute or so. So let's do a quick recap of our last show, which was Friday. And yeah, let's go to yours. I believe Julio sat, so both of us got pushes on that. So did Arenado?
Yeah. Arenado hit, so it pays out like minus 300. So it paid like $40, something like that, which is better than a loss. But and then no, this one didn't end up hitting. This one, Hayes killed me, but Freddie went through.
Yeah, Burns I think had 6, so that one ended up missing. This one cashed, I think, in like the first or second inning.
Yeah.
Even with Cal Quantrill, man, he is just an absolute machine. This man doesn't care. Dude. He wins everything. This man is like, I think 9-0 on show right now, which is unreal. Pikkit, I think we swept again. Did you have over on Wainwright or under?
I had over on Wainwright, so you swept. I went 101.
So we're rolling on those again. Happy to see that our Pikkit plays are cooking. But yeah, it looks like on the slate today we got 2+ money spots, one from each of us, and I have 1.5 unit, and we have a pretty damn good slate today, going across the board. Anything you got from the weekend, Monotone, that you want to bring up? I know you didn't. You didn't have any plays this weekend, did you?
Nope, I was out in the cabin, not much service out there. You're really depending on that one bar. So it really wasn't worth it, just hanging out. But we're going to make it up today. A lot of plays today. I'm going to have a lot of plays, so I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I was up north as well. Went up there. I didn't even do any baseball on Saturday. I just did UFC straight. That was it. I had all of that. You can plan those out, so I didn't even have to do anything for those. So, yeah, we were way up north. We were pushing Canada up there almost. So, yeah, went out golfing and stuff. So it was interesting. We didn't do great, but better than I expected. It was super tight, dude. It was one of the hardest courses I've ever played. Probably lost 12 balls, I think, 12 and 18. That's not that bad.
It's a good day right there, yeah.
Awesome. Let's get right on into it then. We'll kick it over to you for your first spot today. We'll start out with our non-plus money spot.
Yep, we talked about this one just briefly before the show, and you were right. This is going to be a pretty popular one today. Freddie Freeman obviously has been good to a lot of people recently, and when that happens, we're going to be playing the guy a lot more. But I love Freeman today. It's one of those where you're just going to have to accept the chalk. I bet it last night before it was chalk, okay? So I get to take credit right there. But in all seriousness, Freeman, he's been great recently, right? Unarguably probably the hottest hitter in baseball right now. I don't think that's even relatively close, to be honest. He was teetering around 290, 300 for most of the season. Now he's up to third in the MLB in batting average. He's at 325 right now. He's absolutely skyrocketed in the month of July, and even over his last 2 weeks. Over his last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching, he's batting over 600. He's batting 680 with 4 home runs over his last 25 at-bats against right-handed pitching. That's pretty insane. Now we get a great matchup. He's a career Nationals killer. As a Nationals fan, I've watched so much Freddie Freeman. He's batting 314 over the course of his career against the Nationals. That's over 600 at-bats. That's before he was the Freddie Freeman we know today, right? That was when he was still a younger guy. He always killed us no matter what. Now he gets a matchup with Espino, who he's familiar with, 4 for 8 in his career, a double, a home run. And I just think it's kind of a perfect stylistic matchup, right? Espino's one of those guys. he's not getting you out with his stuff, right? He's getting you out changing speeds. He's dropping those 70-mile-an-hour curveballs in there. He's trying to catch guys off guard, trying to paint those corners. But, I mean, that kind of works sometimes on younger players. I mean, Espino hasn't been great this year, so it's not been working a whole lot. But when it does, it tends to be the less experienced guys that'll chase those 70-mile-an-hour, curveballs. But Freeman is like the definition of like a professional hitter. He's going to take what you give him. He's not going to try to do too much with that 70-mile-an-hour, curveball. He's just going to stroke it out, hit a gap. Absolutely love this stylistic matchup, even beyond the, amazing recent form numbers. I think he's just the kind of guy that's built to just punish Espino, right? He can't get anything by Freddie Freeman right here. So I know it's popular. It is what it is. I absolutely love Freddie Freeman. This won't even be, I'll be playing him in a hit parlay as well for another unit today. So I'm very confident Freddie Freeman gets the job done.
Perfect. Yeah, no, I mean, I can't argue with you. I mean, Freeman, obviously super hot. My guy who I've been rolling with who's been super hot is definitely Corey Seager. He's been my dude that's been rolling. So you have your guy. Definitely. I don't even have Seager on my card yet today. I'm sure I'll find a way to put him in there. But, yes, I do like this spot. I think that you're getting pretty damn good value. I wouldn't be surprised to see this at that minus 130, minus 140 by first pitch tonight. Yeah, and good transition into his old team. I'm going to the Braves today. First 5 team total. Give me that plus money on DraftKings. Jesus, I don't know what they're thinking here, giving me this price. Obviously, Ranger Suarez, a guy I like to attack. He's very, very hit or miss. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised to see this hit in the first 2 innings. Just with how hot it's supposed to be there today. I guess it's an excessive heat warning out there. Probably going to rain early on in this game, but that's why I'm taking the first 5, because if they rain it out, we get our money back. That's why I'm not going to play full game, because I was looking at full game. But if it rains out, then we obviously would either void or lose it. So I do really like this spot for those reasons. But also, Braves top 5 in road OPS. They're number 4 in the league, almost 800. That is crazy. I'm sure a lot of that is from the Nationals games. But even going to lefties, right? You got Ranger on the bump against lefties. They are the number 3 team in OPS. Only 2 teams higher are the Rockies and the Yankees. Obviously, the Rockies are a little bit skewed with their home games. But, yeah, 789 OPS versus lefties this year is unreal. One of the top teams in home runs versus lefties as well. I believe they're like 7th with like 38 home runs against lefties this year. Ranger has been very susceptible to home runs this year. Obviously, we've seen him versus righties give up 8 homers so far this year. And his home numbers are definitely worse. 282 batting average at home versus 249 on the road. And then a 272 versus righties, 236 versus lefties. And Matt Olson, obviously a lefty, one of the best hitting lefties against southpaws this year. So he's not even really a true lefty, right? Obviously, he's better against lefties, but you have so much power from this right side. Dansby Acuna on the top, swiping bases. Austin Riley, one of the hottest hitters in baseball as well. And then you have a guy in the middle there in Matt Olson who crushes lefties. Still got Ozuna at the bottom, Darno. It's just such a deep lineup. I just don't know how Rangers going to get through this without at least giving up 2 home runs through the first 5, especially if it's going to be this hot.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. I was looking at different ways to have Braves, maybe not the team total, but the money line, the first 5 money line with a hitter. I was definitely thinking about actually having that on the show. So we didn't talk about this at all, but I do really like this spot right here, especially plus money right here. Like you said, Ranger Suarez can definitely be hit or miss. Sometimes he does have, those good days, but for every reason you just stated, the Braves kill lefties this season. Even a guy like Darno, who Jay just typed as I was saying it. I wrote up Darno, and last time he faced Ranger Suarez, only ended up with a single. I was thinking home run, sprinkled a couple bucks on the home run as well, but he still came through. Darno's obviously one of the better changeup hitters, the best on the Braves, one of the better around this season, which is Rangers' number 1 pitch. Tons of guys that crush lefties in this lineup. Like you said, Olsen as well, being on the left side. Pretty unfair lineup against a left-handed pitcher. Completely agree with you right here. Love the Braves' first 5, both team total, money line, whatever way. But I'm very surprised we're getting plus money right here. Yeah,
no, DraftKings has it right now, still hanging there. So hopefully if you guys are watching, you grab this in, and I'm sure we'll get this line moving quite a bit. But, yeah, I was very, very surprised to see that they were going to give me that. I thought that this would definitely be like a minus 110 to minus 120, but I'm looking at it right now. It is plus 105 now at the moment. Still a great line here to get at plus money. Heading over to Pikkit, Like I said, we're heating up over on Pikkit. We might as well just keep this thing going. We got Pikkit play number 1 of Zach Plesac over 3.5 strikeouts. Monotone, you got anything on this one? You have any thoughts here? Are you looking more towards fading this guy? I know this is a low number. I know you're scared usually when we see 3.5s. But we're seeing them face off against the Red Sox in Boston. What is your thoughts here?
Yeah, man, Plesac is really one of those guys when you talk about a high variance kind of guy, right? He's one of those guys I feel like I never get right. He's in that kind of category where when you bet under 3.5 strikeouts, he has 7, but suddenly when the line gets elevated to like 4.5, he drops 2 on you. Red Sox are an interesting matchup, but really the Red Sox are so hit or miss, right? They're getting a lot of criticism right now, right? They've been, maybe not playing up to the expectation people expected. So I think I'm going to take the under right here. Plesac's been worse on the road, right? You see that ERA jump up a full point when he goes on the road right here. It's in Boston. I don't know. Plesac's just never been one of those guys that really kind of does it for me. I think if Boston's bats are here, he could get out of this game, relatively early. So I'm going to take the under right here, but not anything I'm really in love with,
All right. I think I will go over. Only reason I'm moving this is because Devers is not playing.
True.
I do not like this lineup without him in it.
True. Yeah.
That bottom of that order is going to be absolute crap. 24% K rate versus righties this year. I think Boston can hit them and still get this over. I think that we might see like 3 or 4 runs. But I still think Plesac hits the over just on how shitty that bottom of the lineup is going to be tonight. You probably have Jackie Bradley down there. I don't even know. I'd have to literally check who his backup is because I don't even know who it is. I don't think he's sat this year. So let me take a peek. We have Yolmer Sanchez, old Marlin, is going to be playing third base versus an all-star with 25 nukes. Give me the over just because I just don't know literally how this bottom of the order is going to do it, even though Plesac's not good.
That's actually a real good point. That's a real good point. I went to go bet Devers last night, and I was like, oh, shit, he's on the IL. So that's a good point. I think, I don't feel very passionately about this one, so I'm not going to argue with you.
Yeah, no, it's Plesac, too. Like, how big of a fight can we put up either way? This dude's literally average at best.
Yep.
He's way better at home, too, which is a good point that you brought up there. All right, next one. I think we're both going to probably be in agreement on the over here of tailing. Has there been a better player versus one single team? Besides Braves versus Nationals, it's not fair. But Yordan versus the A's. This man nukes these guys. Doesn't matter how big the Coliseum is. He's putting this stuff second to third level. He took Paul Blackburn third level. That's their best pitcher by a landslide. Yeah. And now you got Amed R on the bump, dude. The only way is if he's hitting balls like to the wall and they're just getting caught. Yordan's going to put some hard contact in, top 5 in hard contact percentage. I just really have a hard time seeing them not give this up. That bullpen is also trash. So, sign me up. I'll take it just because I don't really know how you get in the way of this guy.
Yeah, have you seen this Amed R's guy, his baseball savant page? It is blue. It is bright blue. Like, it is one of the most brutal ones I've seen this season. As soon as I saw that, I'm thinking, who do I pick on the Astros? I like them all. Tucker's 2 for 2 against him with a home run. Yordan obviously hit him in that last matchup as well. Altuve, Pena. There's do I bet Astros first 5 money line, team total, Yordan? I want to bet all these guys today because it's such a, good matchup right here. And like you said, Yordan has that history against the Athletics, even with that humongous stadium. So I'm going over to, I'm obviously tailing this one. But I don't know what to do with the Astros. I want to bet them all. I don't know if you have any advice for me right here, but I do.
The only thing I'll say is the Astros are notorious for letting people down in DFS in these exact situations.
Yeah.
The only reason I think that Yordan can is because it's literally any time at the plate. I would love to see his percentage of hits versus extra base hits. I bet you it's like 60% because this dude does not hit singles. Every ball is hit 100 plus. And is going to find, he's found they're almost 30 homers this year already. His doubles are going to be close to a career high. All it takes is almost a hit. It's better to just do total bases than a hit parlay with this man because this guy's literally hitting doubles like crazy. I'm going to have to look this up while you're doing your next one because I'm actually really curious.
Yeah.
Yordan's been unreal.
I completely agree. I play hit parlays every day. You guys know this. I don't think I've had Yordan in more than one or two. You know, I think it's always been total bases for me as well because of the exact reason you just said right there.
Yeah, his batting average on the road this season, 327. Jesus.
Yeah.
What is this? This dude's literally unreal. We're looking at 40 extra base hits out of 85 hits. So almost 50% of his hits are extra base hits. And that's a guy batting over 300 too. So definitely like this over spot. Yeah. I mean, every ball has hit 100. So, yeah, look at his baseball Savant page. It looks like it's fire. It's like literally burning. Yeah. It's all red. So, do like that. Jay Wells, appreciate you again popping in here. Let's get right to your plus money spot for today. I love this spot. I really, really like this spot.
Thank you. I'm going to Med Rosario and Ian Happ to both record a hit right here. I'll start out with Rosario because he's been another one of those guys that's been cashing a lot of tickets for people in the month of July. I think he'll probably be relatively popular again today, but that's for good reason. We'll start out with his career history against Pivetta, right? 6 for 15, batting 400. Obviously not the hugest sample size in the world, but you love to see a guy that's seen him 15 times and had some pretty good success. Pavetta's going to throw that four-seam fastball over 50% of the time. That's Rosario, one of his best pitches, batting 304 against the four-seamer this season. That's always good to see. Additionally, 297 improves a little bit to 302 against right-handed pitching. Just in general, this season he's been good against right-handed pitching, but it's actually improved over the last 15 games, batting 444 over his last 15 games versus right-handed pitching. Month of June, 329. Coming in with just some great splits right here. Been hitting very well, very consistently. I talk about this a lot, and we kind of even just touched about it. He's one of those guys. He's not out here swinging for the fences, right? He's slapping singles, hitting gaps, getting the ball in play, and that's really what I'm looking for right here. I don't need you to hit a home run, right? I'm betting on you just to get a hit. If it's a bunt single, if it's a little blooper down the third base line, it all works for me, and I like that Rosario can kind of give you a couple different ways to cash this ticket right here. So going to continue to go with him. And another guy, this is one of your guys right here, Ian Happ. The reason we're getting this at plus money, right? We're getting great odds on Ian Happ at under minus 200 right here. So around minus 180, minus 185. I think that's a misprice, right? He's seen Brubaker in his career a decent amount of times, 18 at-bats, come away with 6 hits over his career. That's good for 333. Additionally, as you know, as I know, as maybe other people know, you don't want to bet Happ on the road. You really don't. I mean, it is one of the most drastic splits you'll see out of anyone in baseball right now. I mean, he's batting an insane, 321 at home, while his batting average is just 270. You see his road batting average is 230s, 220s most of the time. So those insane, splits are exactly what you want to see right here. So I love to bet him at home. I like to get him now in a matchup that he's comfortable with, right? He's seen Brubaker a decent amount. He's obviously had some success against him. I think it's a good combination right here. I don't trust the Cubs too often, but I feel pretty good about this one for plus 107 right here.
Yeah, I think that the market's just kind of thinking Brubaker's better than he is. He's had a couple good starts, but, I mean, it's different, man. It's hot here in the Midwest. If it's hot at Wrigley, that ball literally plays like a pinball machine, man. It's going to be flying everywhere. Do really like the spot. You know how big of a Happ fan I am. I think he's fantastic. So I am actually going to do the unthinkable on a day like today. I'm going to actually take an under. I'm putting 1.5 units on the spot. I'm going Angels first 5 under 4. We have Goat Greinke. Here at home. I mean, there's nobody better. I mean, this guy's literally trying to fight Cal Quantrill in a ring for GOAT status here. This man's home road splits make Ian Happ's look so small, dude. This is so bad. The Jurassic splits, but guess what? We got Kansas City at home today. And Zach Greinke has a 1.8. You heard that right. He has a 1.8 home ERA. 7.4 road ERA. That's the biggest split I've ever seen in my life. Yeah. Wow. 232 batting average at home against him. 330 on the road. It's unreal how good he does at home. I don't know what it is. Kauffman Stadium's got that for him. We've seen it with a pretty big sample size. I mean, if it was only like 15 innings, okay. But we're at pushing 40 innings on both.
Yeah.
And he's still doing this. So obviously he has some comfortability there. Noah Syndergaard, I understand he's much better at home as well. Not as drastic, but 3 versus 6 at home versus road. Obviously a little bit worse on the road. But I think this number is a little bit higher because Syndergaard did give up quite a few runs against the Royals in his last outing. But I was specifically watching that game. I remember happening because I have Syndergaard on my fantasy team. He gave up a 3-run homer in like the 7th inning. He mowed through these guys early on. His stuff was good. Everything was working. And, I mean, both of these teams are rolling out minor league lineups. Like, it's not even close. Trout's not playing. He's out. You have Sal Perez. So both top hitters in this game are both out. I mean, we're seeing Nicky Lopez in the 3-hole for the Royals. What is this? That guy can't even hit anything past 200 feet. Like, he's playing softball with a baseball, dude. Like, seriously. This guy has no power. The Royals have no power outside of Bobby Witt. Even Benintendi isn't hitting homers. Witt's not hitting homers. Vinny Pasquantino hasn't been hitting homers. Like, there's no one here that I would be afraid of besides Bobby Witt in the middle of this lineup. One of the crazier things I've read is the Royals are actually 3rd in hitting at home. They're number 3 in hitting at home right now. Or I think it's 3 in the last 15 days. But they're like 20th in runs scored. So they're just hitting freaking singles. That's all they're doing. It's hard to do in the big leagues, hit 3 singles in 1 inning to score runs. And the Royals don't have enough pop to get it out, right? That I think that is absolutely absurd that they can sit at the top of the league and all this stuff and just not score runs. Look, like I said, 295 over the last 15 days, and they're averaging 4 runs a game in the 11 games. Like, that's crazy. Like, if you're hitting almost 300, you should be scoring like 8. These guys just have no pop throughout this lineup. No one you're really afraid of. And I think Syndergaard just mows these dudes down. And then go Greinke's trying to fight for Cal Quantrill's spot at the top. I think this is a smash.
Yeah, I mean, as someone that is a fan of another team that has been at the top of the league in batting average and the bottom of the league in runs scored all season, I empathize with the Royals' pain right here. Oh, it looks like we got
this might be pushing 2. This is going to be 2 units on show. I haven't gave out a 2 unit on here in a while, but that's 2 units now. Bobby Witt sits. I'm making it 2.
But yeah, no, I overall I agree with you. I was just letting out a little Nationals sadness right there with that Royal stat, because watching a team with no power is very hard to do, right? Because like you said, it's really hard to string those singles and consistently score, right? You're not going to see a Kyle Schwarber 3-run bomb that ruins this super early, right? To, like you said, for this to hit, these teams have got to cycle consecutive hits to make it work. And that's tough when, like you said, they're rolling out a lineup that looks like it could fly in AAA, right? It could be a pretty good AAA lineup this season. So I agree with you. This would be the matchup of the century if we did this about 4 or 5 years ago. But both of these guys are still playing pretty well. Like you said, Greinke's insane 1.8 home ERA. I don't even understand. I don't even know what you want me to tell you. Like, that's insane. So I'll be telling you right here 100%.
Yeah, we're talking about the Rose Splits of Cal Quantrill, right? And that's why I've been betting them at home. This is literally 4 runs difference from how good Cal Quantrill is at home. It's crazy. I've never seen this ever. It's literally 7 runs. It's 7-run difference. But hey, as long as nobody else is catching on and it's just us and the 35 live viewers in this chat, hopefully you're smashing this number and we see it at 3.5 soon.
100%.
All right. While we are doing this, myself and Monotone will think of our home run spots. But I'll let you do a quick recap here, Mono, and then we'll get it rolling.
Yep. Started out with Amed Rosario and Ian Happ. Both of these guys to record a hit. This is plus 107 over on FanDuel. Then we went over. I know it's a little bit chalky. I understand. But you guys got to trust me right here. We're going Freddie Freeman over 1.5 total bases at minus 115. Then I ended up going under, very cautiously going under on Plesac right here for a fade of the public. And then I'm going over Yordan, 100%. Over 1.5 total bases right here.
Perfect. I'm rolling plus money spot on the Braves first 5 team total over 2.5, plus 110. Again here, Angels first 5 under 4. If we see that Bobby Witt is out, I am putting this as a 2-unit spot. I think this might be one of my first ones on show that's 2 units. And I will be tailing the public twice. I know I hate doing it, but hey, we're going to try to keep this streak rolling. think we got 8 in a row, so I might as well just keep running here and take both overs. I like both spots. Public's looking pretty good today, and hopefully for your Freeman bet, the public does well again and just eats up the book's money today for sure. All right, Monotone, what are you rolling with? Who's sticking out to you on this home run prop? Are you going to roll with someone we've already talked about today? Are we thinking we're going to go somewhere else?
Yeah, this is hard for me. I've already bet a couple last night. I bet Urias on the Orioles at plus 800 for a home run last night. I thought that was a little bit crazy, but that's a little too risky for the show. I'm going to bet Juan Soto every single game of the series just to put that out there, right? He's going to, try out for his future team right here. So I think he hits a couple bombs. I love Freddie Freeman as well. Do you think I go my hometown guy Soto, who gets walked 3 times a game and has to hit a home run in his one at bat? Or do you think I go Freddie Freeman, who I obviously think is going to destroy today?
I mean, it just is so frustrating watching your players get walked. Like, I could not do that.
Yeah.
Like, as much as I think that he is going to kill him today, I would not be surprised to see him walk 2 or 3 times.
I agree. Okay, let's go Freddie Freeman plus 400 to hit a home run. I think those are pretty good odds for a guy that has 4 home runs over his last 15 or his last 2 weeks against right-handed pitching. Let's do Freddie Freeman.
All right, and what number was that at?
Plus 400.
All right, so what I'm going to roll with is I'm going to roll with a guy that I bet on a lot on the show. I'm going with Adolis Garcia. I'm going to take him versus Chris Flexen tonight. I think it's a great matchup for him. Flexen's a reverse splits guy. His lefties are very good. If he was not a reverse splits guy, I'd probably be on Corey Seager pretty heavy tonight. But against righties this season, he's already allowed 9 homers in 52 innings, 295 batting average, and almost a 500 slugging to righties this year. And we've seen him give up a lot of power both sides here, at home and on the road. So give me Adolis Garcia. I don't know what those odds are. Hopefully it's at least 280 to 310 in there.
Oh, both these guys are plus 400 right here. So
Jesus.
Yeah. Plus 2,400 on this one right here. Plus 2,400.
Damn, dude, that is nice.
Right? I feel like we're getting some pretty good players right here for a discount price. Maybe FanDuel's sleeping a little bit right here.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Go hammer this, dude. Maybe this is a 3-unit whale, huh?
Yeah, maybe. Unit winner. Yeah. Well, I don't know about all that, but I will throw a good $10 on it. Though $10 on Freeman, $10, combine it all together.
Yeah, dude. You put 3 units on this, you bring back 72 units.
That is how math works right there. That's a good point.
Oh, shit. We might as well, dude. Fucking throw a hammer on this thing. But I don't know why those lines are 400. I really don't. Maybe rain or something? I really don't. Like, the numbers here are not that far off. And Adolis and Freeman are usually mid-3s to low 3s in a lot of their games. So I really don't understand the numbers here. But, hey.
Yeah.
We'll take them. Hopefully they're lower by the time the game starts and we get good value there. So love this spot. Again, this will be added to our plays for today. Monotone, what do you got for the people? Right at the 29-minute mark, we're going perfect. Going to hit that 30 and be done. We got 35 people in here. Appreciate all you guys. Smash that like button, but let's see what Monotone's got for the people before we head out.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a busy day for both of us, right? I know I'm already going to have a bunch of Twitter plays right here, so you're going to make sure to want to follow us both over there. Additionally, we're both over on Pikkit, right? That's where we get our Taylor Fade numbers from, all this information from, and it's good. It's good. You guys should hang out with us over there. If you use code PTP, then you can come join us over there. Actually, just before we went live, I had to post a quick picture. My dog was, laying on my computer, but got through that, still ended up making it through the show. But, we post all kinds of stuff over there. So whether that's long shot bets, whatever you guys want to see, that's what we got going on. Personal questions, right? We'll answer all your freaking questions, no matter what it is. We'll give you our favorite bombs of the day, all that kind of stuff. Make sure to go follow us over on Pikkit. Code PTP, completely free app.
Love it, love it, love it. Yep, we love our guys over there at Pikkit. Obviously, that's why we do our Taylor Fade. Those have been really good to us, so we might have to start making those official plays here soon because we've been right on those quite a bit here. But, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Obviously, this is our time that we're trying to get on most of the time. Hopefully, we'll be able to bring guests on here for the next week and coming back to you guys on Wednesday again, 48 hours from now with another round of Pass the Prop. Obviously, like we said, in that middle of MLB, almost getting to that spring or that early football, right? We're almost to college football and obviously almost to preseason stuff. So very exciting time. Make sure you follow both of us, smash that like button, and be ready in that 48 hours for another round of this. So appreciate all you guys. We'll be back and see you guys on Wednesday. Have a good one.